Yo, what's going on guys, it is Ethan Fedema here today, and we are going to continue on What If Deku Stayed Quirkless, Part 10. Oh my god, this is going to be a long series. So, where we last left off, Deku came first in the obstacle race, and Bakugo came second, Todoroki came third, and then Kirishima came fourth, and then the rest of the rest of the places the same in canon, so that's from part 9. And now we're going to get on to the cavalry battle. So everyone starts doing the death glare at Deku, and Deku's just like, he does the same at their faces, and he's just like, I don't know what you're looking at, because you're not getting my 10 million points. And everyone's just like, damn it, he's probably right. And I'm just gonna say the cavalry battle teams are the exact same, because I don't want to make it too hard on me to try to remember the other teams. So Todoroki's team is the same, Bakugo's team is the same, Deku's team is the same, and let's get started. The battle starts, and Deku does his same thing he does in canon, just um, shoots off into the air and just does the same thing, and everything goes the exact same in canon except when Todoroki, corners Deku and his team. So when Todoroki and Deku are going head to head at each other, like in canon when Deku pulls his armor and just yeets, Deku kind of does that, but with his Green Reaper technique. So he's not going to destroy his body, because I'm going to say when he used the Green Reaper technique, he used 100% of it. He kind of did it how Deku used One For All when he first did it, that he couldn't control the percentage output of One For All. But I'm going to say that Deku, since he's been training all of his life, he knows how to control the output of the Green Reaper technique. And it's a very strong technique that puts him to the strength of almost All Might. So I'm going to say that he can only control about 3% of the Green Reaper technique. So Deku just goes, he says in his mind, Green Reaper, activate. And he opens his eyes, and his eyes are like bright, like they're like a brighter green, and his hair's starting to poke up and like have the wave effect. And his body gets the Ultra Instinct aura line around him, but it's green. And everyone's like, what? And Deku just charges up 3% of it into his arm, which is just about, like, I'm gonna say 4% of One For All. So the Green Reaper technique is very strong. So he charges up 3%, and same thing happens in canon, that Deku just swipes as hard as he could with the 3% that he used. And Todoroki just does the, whoa, what? And he does the same thing in canon, how it's just like, I went to my flame when I felt that I was in danger. I broke my promise. But in this, Deku keeps his 10 mil, and he yoinks one of Todoroki's. But that still keeps him in second, because I'm not going to say Bakugo comes second. I'm just going to, like, Bakugo came second in the race, Todoroki came third, so I'm just going to swap the two pairings. So, obviously, the whole cavalry battle is over, so it is Deku with, I'm going to say, 10 million 673 points. And Todoroki with the... Actually... No, Deku does not yank one of Todoroki's things. So everyone is the exact same in canon except Deku's because he has the 10 mil. Now, fuck. Yeah. So Shinso came fourth, and same thing happens. Everyone's like, okay, we're gonna battle each other, and Ojiro, yeah, the tail dude, he gives up his spot, and the other dude from the other class does the same, and the Tetsu and the Poison Ivy looking chick, they get in, and first off, the first battle is Deku versus Shinso, and Shinso was trying to talk to Deku, and just before Deku talked, Ojiro's just like puts his tail over his face, is like, "Don't you say a word to him." And Ojiro's just whatever. And since Deku has a lot more respect for all of his classmates, he believes Ojiro that he lost control of his mind and did whatever Shinso wanted after he talked to him. So Deku knows 100% not to talk to him. But the fight comes up now, and Deku and Shinso walk up, and not Ojiro, Shinso starts disrespecting Ojiro, saying he's just a shitty monkey, kind of like how Frieza does with the Saiyan race, and then Shinso takes it a step too far and starts calling. Okay, I'm gonna hate myself for saying this. Like, I don't want to say this. I don't. I truly don't. It's making me feel crappy right now. But Shinso starts talking trash about the girls and how saying that they're all that they're like all sluts and that he can just get in with them because they're all sluts. I hated that. I hated saying that sentence. Please don't hate me. I hate myself for saying that, okay? And Deku, he was having none of that. He got so angry. And he did the exact same thing he did in canon when he's like, "Don't you disrespect them!" And boom, in his mind. And the crowd is actually booing Shinso for how he acted and said all of that horrible shit about the girls. And Deku, since he meditated like a lot when he was like injured from his training and that, and he starts walking out of bounds, and Deku's just, because the way that Deku described it, it was like all fuzzy and all of that. So Deku's just like, just calm, and does the same thing in canon where he just flicks his fingers and boom! It was a bigger like wind push because he was very, very angry at what Shinso said. So he breaks his fingers and he turns around and looks at Shinso with the eyes of "I'm going to kill you," not like weak threats that Bakugo does to like Deku. No, this is pure like, "I'm going to fucking kill you." And like everyone can sense the bloodlust coming off of Deku. And Cementos was like, "No," and like he says to Midnight that he's going to stop it now because he's going to kill him. And she's like, "Yes," she agrees. But just before Cementos can actually put up the barriers, Deku just activates Green Reaper 100% in his, like the rest of his, actually no, he just blitzes in and just starts haymakering. He's got so much power that he's just and just starts throwing hands. And then when Shinso was just like, please stop, Deku just blitzes in, and then it goes, that's not going to happen! Bow! And he hits him as hard as he can without using the Green Reaper technique. And Shinso just explodes through 3 walls. And the audience, they were like, he did kind of deserve that, the way he was disrespecting those girls. And they start cheering Deku. And Deku was blinded by rage, so he kind of blacked out after he flicked his finger. So Deku's just like, what happened? And he sees the hole, and Shinso coming out of it, cut to pieces from like all the shrubble and that, and then gets sent off to Recovery Girl. And all the fights happening the same as canon, up to Todoroki's and Deku's fight. This is where I'm going to leave it off. Next part, I'm going to do the Todoroki versus Deku fight. So, this is where I'm going to leave it off. So, if you like the video, leave a like, comment on the video, subscribe, turn the notification bell on, stay golden.